test. The last test, they're good. The list that we had was good for 2 years. That expired, so I'm going to be putting out a civil service test. I'm going to be getting the information together and advertising here in the very near future. So we'll be seeing in the newspapers that we're going to be testing a civil service, putting out a civil service test for the position of police officer, and that's just to build our list at this time.
Well, you know, if this would work out and it would progress to work, it would come to our council to vote on this happening, we would have to hire 2 more officers.
Yes.
To be able to do that coverage. So this testing is actually happening at the right time to have a list of candidates. So we would be ready to immediately hire if that happens.
Yes, and I will reach out to all the police academies that have upcoming classes that are graduating and let them know and give them all the information. So hopefully we'll have a nice pool of prospects to pick from if we end up hiring.
Yes. Yeah. Awesome. All right. Thank you, Chief.
Okay, thank you.
Vern, I'm gonna not do this proclamation.
Yeah, right.
I would rather maybe we could reach out to the hospital and ask if they want to come.
They'll be here tomorrow.
I know they wanted me to give at that day.
Right.
Maybe just we could reach out to them and see what they want us to do.
I'm looking at August more as what they were talking about.
And I don't know if we're officially going to do the, what day in September is this? September 17th. So are we going to officially, we're going to officially do September 17th as Highlands Hospital Day in the city too,
Yeah.
correct? Okay. All right. We'll, if they want us to do it next month, we can do it, or we'll figure out. Okay, so moving along. We're going to continue to support New Haven House's American Flag Program. Just one of the many things that they do for the city. Be resolved by the City Council of the City of Connellsville to donate $80 to the New Haven Hose Volunteer Fire Department for 2 American flags to be displayed at City Hall on 8 holidays. Monday. Money to be taken from line item 409.266. I so move. Is there a second?
Second.
City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilman Thompson?
Yes.
Councilwoman Zane?
Yes.
Councilman Carpia?
Yes.
Councilman Keeney?
Yes.
Mayor White?
Yes. All right. Yes. Be resolved by the City Council of the City of Connellsville to appoint Ethan Keaty to the Connellsville Housing Authority, term to expire January of 2024. I so move. Is there a second?
Second.
I want to just thank Councilman Keaty for wanting to do this. I feel this is going to be a great connection with the Housing Authority for us as a city, so we can have a direct line of communication. So we, at any time, should be able to know what's going on. Not to say anything, but it hasn't been like that at all, and so I'm really excited to have that we're allowed to appoint council members to our authorities. I'm looking forward to when the municipal authority has an opening, so we can see if any other council member would like to join that authority, so we can have both good liaisons on both of the city-owned authorities. But thank you. City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilman Carpia?
Yes.
Councilman Keeney?
Yes.
Councilwoman Zane?
Yes.
Councilman Thompson?
Yes.
Mayor White?
Yes. All right. Excited about this next one. Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Connellsville to approve and enter into a joint paving project intermunicipal cooperation agreement with Connellsville Township and the Connellsville Area School District, and to authorize and direct the mayor and city clerk to take such action as may be necessary to execute and effectuate such agreement. As to move, is there a second?
Second.
Just want to thank Councilman Parpiak and our city clerk for putting this together to get Falcon Drive and Locust Street and paved. I know that this is going to be a big deal for all the parents and students that drive, and the teachers and all the employees that work at the Connellsville High School and the Connellsville Middle School, because the road up there is bad. And this is going to be a great project, and I love that we're going to do this as a 3-part connection. So that means that if this is successful, we can look to do something like this again if we have that, and we can fall back on this. So I just thank you guys so much for that. Thank you to Todd Miner and all the township supervisors and the Connellsville School District for seeing the bigger picture and partnering with us. I'm looking forward to seeing how the bids come in, and I'm looking forward to getting those roads paved.
And the Vascar stripes painted on there at the same time.
Yes.
Really complaints
Well,
about
hopefully,
no speed
listen,
bumps.
hopefully by then, our Pennsylvania state government is going to actually let us use radar, because that's definitely it's close, I think, to being passed.
Yeah.
So hopefully, actually, and it's every year we discuss this, but hopefully, finally, we will be getting to be able to allow to use radar, because then we can never have to worry about those lines ever again. City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilwoman Dzan.
Yes.
Councilman Topper.
Yes.
Councilman Key.
Yes.
Councilman Garfield.
Yes.
Mayor Lynch.
Yes. Okay. All right. We're gonna fill a seat that was on our zoning hearing board that was came vacant because Denise Higbee had to resign because she moved. I want to thank Denise for participating in that board. She was on there for a long period of time. Be resolved by the City Council of the City of Connellsville to appoint Kara Addis to the Connellsville Zoning Hearing Board, term to expire January of 2022. I so move. Is there a second?
Second.
City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilman Topper.
Yes.
Councilman Key.
Yes.
Councilman Garfield.
Yes.
Councilwoman Dzan.
Yes.
Mayor Lynch.
Yes. All right. Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Connellsville to grant the Chief of Police permission to conduct testing to update the eligibility list of possible new hires if needed. I so move. Is there a second?
Second?
And this is what Chief Hammerly has just talked about. Hoping we get a large list of candidates that would like to be an employee here with our Connellsville Police Department in the City of Connellsville. City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilman Topper.
Yes.
Councilman Garfield.
Yes.
Councilman Key.
Yes.
Councilwoman Dzan.
Yes.
Mayor Lynch.
Yes. Okay. Okay, so quickly, we were asked by Dan Cox from downtown Connellsville and the Fayette County Cultural Trust to judge. It was called Youth Art Month. It was done in March, and we had a lot of great submissions, and I think they all came from Springfield Elementary. Is that correct, Vern?
Yeah.
And so the council muled over the decision. The first place will win a $75 gift certificate to Appalachian Creativity Center, and then the runner-up will receive a $25 gift card to Atkins Music. So I just thanked for the downtown Connellsville and the Fayette County Cultural Trust for hosting this competition, and all the students, thank you for all your entries, and our city council have made a decision. First place, I'm going to hold this up and read behind it, was submitted by Taylor Knopfsteiner, and his description of his flag is: the blue is the gorgeous surroundings and nature, red shows how the community works together, and the yellow shows how people work hard to keep the community running. So congratulations, Taylor, on your great entry to the contest. And the runner-up is chosen is by Jason Fletcher. Jason is a fifth. Let me make sure they're all fifth grades. Yes, this is all fifth grade class from the Springfield, Clifford, and Pritz Elementary. And the runner-up is Jason Fletcher. And let's see, Jason's, the blue stands for the Connellsville Falcons, the red stands for the bravery of all of Connellsville, and the white stands for the hope of all of Connellsville. So congratulations to Taylor and Jason on your submissions. Dan Cox will be making contact with you to get up with you to present you the prizes for your posters. All right. And moving on. So April 24th, some reminders. April 24th is the Fayette County Hard to Recycle event. It's up at 105 Romeo Lane in Uniontown. You can call 724-430-4884 for more information. Please take advantage of these hard to recycles. No garbage company is taking electronics from your curb. They're not going to take tires. They're not going to take toxic chemicals. This is where you can help us keep our city clean by taking advantage of these events. So we really appreciate the county holding them. They'll be holding these events all summer long into the fall. So, and it will be at different locations. So just keep an eye out for that. Saturday is our citywide volunteer cleanup day in the city. Hoping, like Frank said, that if we get 100 people that day, that's a great turnout to help clean the city up for the summer, because it definitely needs it. May 1st is the Chamber's community yard sale. I will say that the South Connellsville is also having their community yard sale that same day. And it's also the Amish Donut Day is going to be that day in the city here. They'll be set up at the H&R Block in town. May 6th is the National Day of Prayer. It's from 12 until 1 at Veterans Plaza. And like Pastor Smith said, this is one of my favorite things that happens in our community each year. Our ministerial association comes together and they pray over everyone. Every single person gets a prayer that day, and I have to tell you, we all need them. And I'm just so grateful to Pastor Smith and everybody that does this, because if you can come, if you're at work and you're allowed to take lunch and you could come, please attend, because it really is a wonderful event. There's a lot of great music that included with the prayers, and I just really do love that day of prayer. It's a good thing. Thank you. May 8th is the city's spring garbage day. Please do not set your items out until the night of the 7th, and definitely do it on the night of the 7th, because county hauling will be starting very, very early on the 8th, probably around 2 o'clock in the morning, to start picking up your items. They will not take electronics or tires or building materials, any kind of toxic chemicals like paint, oils. If you're going to put out appliances, they have to be no Freon them, and you have to have them tagged by a certified plumber or a technician that says that the Freon has been removed. Most likely, if you put anything metal on your curb, someone's going to take it before county hauling gets the opportunity to do that, especially if it's a nice night. May 31st is the Memorial Day Parade, which I'm very excited that the veterans have decided to hold this event, and it'll be, I think, at 10 a.m. Is it the time's on there? Does it start at 10? I think it starts at 10. The Christian Church, every Monday they have a free lunch. I haven't yet to get to take advantage of this, because at some point I'm going to be working close to here. I'm going to come in. But they're on 212 South Pittsburgh Street from 11:30 to 1. They have a Facebook page. They announce what their lunch is going to be that day, and it's free to anyone. PE in the Park is at East Park from June 14th to July 22nd. For more information, you could call 724-433-9608. I will highly recommend, if you want to keep your kids active through the summer, do these camps. Jason runs an amazing camp. It's very organized. The kids are safe. They have a wonderful time. Amelia does. We try to do 2 of the weeks, fit it in there, but she loves it and she looks forward to it every year. And we really appreciate Jason putting on the time and effort into putting on this camp for the kids in this community. One last thing, that last night we had our first diversity and inclusion board meeting. Very informal. One of our members is not in town, and so we went through some things, but Melinda Powell came to the meeting from Mid-Penn Bank and Scottsdale Bank. They also have created a diversity and inclusion council, and they are looking to celebrate Juneteenth this year. All 10 of their locations are going to be doing this contest. It's a Juneteenth writing contest. The deadline to submit your entry is May 21st, 2021, and they're going to announce the winners. There'll be 2 winners from each branch, location, on June 10th of 2021. I'm just going to read this. Mid-Penn recognizes the significance of Juneteenth in African American history and culture. We hope to inspire today's youth to share how Juneteenth resonates with them and to further discuss around civil rights in America. What does Juneteenth mean to you? Or tell us about this important historic event with a story, or by sharing your own thoughts. Poetry, short stories, and essays are welcome. The work can be fiction or nonfiction, but must be original. First place, they're going to give a $500 cash prize. Second place is $300. Third place is $200. 5 honorable mentions will be $100 each cash prizes. The only thing you have to do to qualify, you have to be in grades 8th through 12th in the Connellsville School District. You qualify. Entries should not exceed more than 1,500 words. And entries may be accepted electronically or by mail. Melinda came to the meeting last night to discuss partnering with our new board to have a program that day on Veterans Plaza. So we're looking at, we discussed it last night, we're going to discuss it further in May, having it on June 19th here out at Veterans Plaza. Start will be at 1 o'clock, looking at like maybe an hour program. But we're working on it now to get some fillers out there to try to get some people to participate with this event. I will be bringing all this information to the council meeting on May 18th and to get approval to have this event that day. But I just want to thank Melinda for wanting to do this, and I hope kids get into this, and it's a nice cash prize to entice you to write something for this contest. Okay, with that, I'm going to pass it over to you, Councilman Keating.
Thank you, Mayor. I only have one resolution this evening. Be it resolved by City Council of the City of Connersville to approve the eligible list of active volunteers as submitted to the City of Connersville for tax credit under Act 172 and Ordinance Number 1533 of 2018 by qualified participants. Fire Chief. I so move.
Is there a second?
Second.
That was weird.
Yeah,
That was
that's what I
worded. Who seconded?
I did.
Bob.
Yep.
Bob, did they, are we getting the same amount of
I
volunteers?
received the list from New Haven.
Okay, he said he talked to you about that, and he got it. No, okay,
Yeah, I never got it though.
okay, I'll follow up with him again. I saw him Friday night, and he said he thought he gave it to you, and thought you guys worked out. Okay, I'll follow up with him and make sure they
Yes,
get it over
for
here.
sure. Yes, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's working out real good. A lot of people taking advantage of that.
I mean, it seems probably about the same each year. Yeah. You
I
got
think
your
we have-
active guys and everything, and
I think we have Connellsville Township firemen also that live in the city.
yeah, anybody who lives in the city is eligible. That they don't have to be members of New Haven. So Connellsville Township had some. I don't know if South
South
Connellsville
Connellsville's never had any.
isn't any than New Haven, but it's good. It's for the real active ones. So which is I think what the program was meant for. I don't think
Yeah.
it was just to be given out to every member, but so being active is good.
Yeah, you don't want to be the worst.
Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
City Clerk, take the vote.
Councilman Suzanne?
Yes.
Keating?
Yes.
Councilman Topper?
Yes.
Councilman Carpio?
Yes.
Mayor Lambert?
Yes.
That is all the agenda items I have. Vern, one question. This thing, do I need to...
You know what, that was just something for later on, I put that in the back of everybody's folder, that was the shredding company that I was telling
Yes,
you
sir.
about, they gave us a
Yeah.
really good deal.
Are we gonna have to approve this before we use them? or-
No, I mean, really, that would probably go after, we wouldn't have to,
Okay.
because it's gonna be under probably $2,000 or so.
But reading this, Vern sent this to me, I think it's,
It's
yeah, I think it's a great option for us. and-
Yeah, I mean, it's not expensive, like, it's not over the top expensive to shred. Because like I said, we were looking at, using the housing authority's incinerator maybe to burn some stuff and get rid of that way too. But we could do it all like this, that'd be great.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is we had our quarterly budget meeting last week. I want to thank Vern and Shayna for getting all that stuff together, and Marilyn, George, myself, and Chief called in, and we kind of came to the conclusion that we're 3% over where we were last year. However, there was some expenditures that came out this year that we're going to be reimbursed by grants and stuff that we kind of anticipated, so we kind of came to the conclusion that we're pretty much even where we were last year because of those expenditures. So we left that meeting feeling very confident
Oh,
where
good.
we stay,
Awesome.
where we're at. And I want to thank Marilyn for doing. The office has been running great over there, and it's awesome to be able to reach out and ask a question and have a in-depth detail on where we stand on a given day. So, thank you to the girls in the office. And other than that, that's all I have.
And then, just you brought up a thought that I forgot to bring up, is that we are going to be opening City Hall on May 10th.
Yes.
So we no more locked doors, you can actually come into the building,
Yeah.
May 10th. Are we requiring masks and?
Please, we will have to sign.
Okay, all right, May 10th. May 10th. I know there's a lot of people that have been upset that the building has been closed this long, but I think everybody in the building is now vaccinated.
the
Pretty much.
22nd, we get our final two. That's why I'm waiting to the
Okay.
to give them their
Okay.
2-week.
But then on the 10th, though, the building will be vaccinated. That's great. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Councilman Keating. Over to you, Councilman Kubiak.
Thank you, Mayor. In your package, you can see what the Public Works Department's been up to, and we actually have 2 pages of notes on this one. So they've been pretty busy. The plows are off the trucks, the salt spreaders are off the truck. Might snow tomorrow, but got through the winter pretty good.
It's true.
And summer is officially here now. I have poison ivy. So I do have one bid, or one resolution. Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Collinsville to place on bid for 2021 paving projects. All bids must be submitted by May 12th, 2021 at 4 p.m. at Widmer Engineering, and will be opened on May 12th, 2021 at 6 p.m. at Collinsville City Hall, 110 North Arch Street, Collinsville, PA, and I so move.
Is there a second?
Second.
Are we,
The
What-
reason for the dates on this, Carrie, chime in any time if you want. Because of the 3 entities that are involved in this, the first meeting will be Collinsville Town